Just a reminder that you should be taking control of your brand and growing your influence. So only you can do that. Today's question is going to be, can you run your own radio station? Can you run your own radio station online? And to answer that question, I'm going to talk about an application called Anchor. Anchor.fm is the actual website for it. So here is what we are going to do. We are going to look at some of the things that you can do on this Anchor website or application. Now, the first thing that you need to, just some of the language that you use is that you call them anchor waves. So what you make on the application is called an anchor wave. So an anchor wave is like, say you're posting something. So like a post is an anchor wave. And this is how you spell anchor waves. Okay, so you can podcast on it. You can podcast on the anchor wave. Let's change the color. There's too much red here. So basically it becomes your radio station. You can share what you have done on social media. You can convert your anchor wave to a YouTube video. You can carry out interviews, like you're carrying out a radio interview, and you're doing this in real time with whoever you're interviewing. And it's available on Android and on iOS. Okay, so that in short is what Anchor is all about. Okay, so what can we do on this Anchor wave? And what does it look like? So this is what it looks like. If you've got it on iOS, it's going to look like so. So it's going to look like this here, this pepper one, Anchor. And let's just go through some of the things that you can do. So, like I said, it's a podcasting application. You can carry out, you can turn it into a personal radio station. You can document what you are doing. You can carry out interviews. You can talk about your expertise, your area of expertise. In my case, physics, social media, and the blockchain or Bitcoin. And you can just have your opinion on it. Okay, you can just have your opinion. So let's go ahead and see what the website looks like. So the website looks like so. This is the website. This is my homepage actually. This is my homepage. And you can see on the side here I've got my episodes. And I'm just going to show you how I recorded those episodes. Okay, so to show you how I recorded the episodes, I'm going to launch my Anchor application on my phone here. I'm just going to launch it now. So that is the Anchor application right at the bottom there next to Analytics and the Apple Store. So I'm just going to launch it now. And it looks like this. And as you can see, as soon as you're in, you're presented with the option to start recording. Okay, you can listen. If you go to the listen button, you can just choose what you want to listen to. You can play your favorites at the top there. You can discover something new by just scrolling through. A lot of people will be interested in the World Cup 2018, so there it is, and a lot more. Okay, you can look at radio stations which are on the rise. You can look at cool podcast ideas. Top podcasts will be here, top ones. You can see all of them. So Dr. Berg's Healthy Keto is right there. If you just go on it like that, You can send a message to Dr. Berg, or you can just read his bio. Dr. Eric Berg, DC, age 52, describes the truth about getting healthy. A lot of people will be interested in that. And then you can just click on any of these and start listening.
Welcome to the Dr. Berg Healthy Keto and Intimate. Welcome to the Dr. Berg Healthy Keto and Intermittent Fasting Podcast.
Okay, so you can do that. You can message them here. You can record a message by just clicking on the red. In fact, I think I'm just going to record a quick video. Hello, Dr. Berg. I'm just using your podcasts. I'm doing a live broadcast on Facebook, and I'm talking about the Anchor application. So your podcast just came up right at the top, and I'm just sending you a message as a demonstration to what I'm talking about in terms of the Anchor application. I don't have a health question at the moment. I will, if I do, then I will record another message. Thank you. Okay, so I've just finished that, and I can play it back. Hello, Dr. Berg. I'm just using your podcast. I'm doing a live broadcast on Facebook, and I'm talking about the Anchor application. So your podcast just came up right at the top, and I'm just sending you a message as a demonstration to what I'm talking about in terms of the Anchor application. I don't have a health question at the moment. I will, if I do, then I will record another. Okay, so I'll just send the message, and then I'm going to go back. And I mean, you can do that. You can look at some more here. But basically, that's what you can do. So I'm just going to go back to my profile here. I'll just show you my profile. So far, I've done about 75 episodes, and you can just go ahead and play them here. So I'm just going to show you how to record now. Just go on the record button. All you do is swipe up on the microphone in the red circle, the white microphone in the red circle. You can add music to your Anchor. Okay, you can add music. This is connected to Spotify and to my Apple iTunes library, so you can get some music here to do your recording. Okay, so let's see, let's go back. We want a new episode. No, we don't want that. Let's get rid of that. So you can add music here. You can add transitions. I'm going to show you how I like to add my transitions after I've finished the recording. So I'm not going to do the transition now. So let's go back here. The other thing you can do, if you click on the purple circle here, it means that you can import an audio which you've already done elsewhere. You can import it and make it an episode right here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and record here. Hello Anchor, it's Derek Fuma here. I'm just doing a demonstration on Facebook, and I'm demonstrating how to use the Anchor Wave. I've got my phone on the screen right now, and I'm just doing this recording so that I can show my viewers how to record using the Anchor Wave. So one of the things that I'm talking about is how one can have their own radio station, and that the Anchor.fm app, which is available also on the iPad, and I'm going to show you how what it looks like on the iPad, is something that they can use to talk about their brand and also to increase their influence in the social media um, digital real estate. A lot of people have not yet realized just what the social media is all about. They think it's just some place where you connect with friends. But what I'd like them to realize is that it's much bigger than that. It's actually something that you can incorporate into your day-to-day living. I think if you can take social media as a place which is just an extension of yourself as an individual with your skills set, um, everyone is now a teacher basically, because you can teach about the skills that you have and the knowledge that you have. You can share that knowledge. You can discuss with other people. You can meet people who are like-minded. And I think that voice is going to be very big, which is why I think you should position yourself as someone who can actually do their own recording. And by the way, I'm just talking to a friend and I've told them that actually you can write a book by transcribing the audio that you record. And this Anchor.fm application, this Anchor app, is brilliant in that it takes away all the excuses that you might have in terms of not being able to record or to run a radio station because you don't have the equipment. Because all you need is a mobile device, a smartphone, an internet connection, and an app, and you're ready to go. Okay, so the short form recording on this app is 3 minutes, and I'm just moving into the long form. So after 3 minutes, I've just moved into the long form, which means that some of the things I could do with the 3 minutes, like converting it into a YouTube video, might not be available. So I'll just check on that, because Anchor has been moving very fast and it's changing the way that it operates. So I might be wrong on that. I'll have to check again. Okay, so I think I can stop my recording here now, because I want to show you what else you can do with this application, or what you should do after you finish your recording. So I'm going to stop the recording now. So I've just stopped the recording, and I'm going to play it back. Hello, Anchor, it's Derek Kuma here. I'm just doing a demonstration. Okay, so I can now swipe for background tracks. So I'm going to swipe and choose a background track. On Facebook, hello, Anchor, it's Derek Kuma here. I'm just doing a demonstration on Facebook, and I'm demonstrating how we use the Anchor wave. So this is the ghost background beat. Hello, Anchor, it's Derek. Hello, Anchor, it's Derek Kuma here. I'm just doing a demonstration on Facebook, and I'm demonstrating how we use the Anchor wave. I've got my phone on the screen right now, and I'm just doing this recording so that I can show my viewers how to record. Okay, I like this Compton background beat, so I'm going to choose Compton, and then I'm going to go here, and now it says this will create a new episode. What's this segment called? I'll call it Anchor App Demo on Facebook. On Facebook Live. By the way, if you're wondering what keyboard I'm using the Grammarly keyboard, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So I'm adding this recording, and then today's episode title, let's say Anchor Recording, Anchor Demo. on Facebook Live again. So do that Facebook Live, and then I'm just gonna copy that, select that, copy that, and paste it there. Paste it here. So learn how to run your own radio station by just using an app. So it's going to correct that. I've just said an app, and it's going to correct it because it's grammarly, and that's what it does. So an app. So publish everywhere. I've clicked on that. Announce this episode on Twitter. I'm going to say on, and Facebook on. Publish this episode. Publish this episode. So I'll just publish that episode, and I can start publishing the next episode right away. Okay, so just to show you what's happened here, if I go to the website, in fact, I'm going to come out of the app. Okay, I'm going to stop mirroring. If you're wondering what app I'm using for mirroring, the app is called, I'll show you what the app is. So this is the app, it's called Reflector 3. That's the app I'm using to mirror my phone here. So I'm just going to check on the website. I'm going to refresh my website, and then I will show you what's happened here. So now Anchor Demo on Facebook is now here. Okay, there it is, and I can play it.
Hello, Anchor. It's Derek here. I'm just doing a demonstration on Facebook, and I'm demonstrating how to use the Anchor.
Okay, so I can share this here, but it's already shared as we speak. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you how it is done now. So go to my personal feed, and you see here, check out my episode, Anchor on Facebook, live, from Derek Tafuma on at Anchor. Okay, so you can play it from there, and it takes you straight to the website, and then you can start playing.
Here. Hello, Anchor. It's Derek.
So you can subscribe to me on Anchor, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, subscribe on Google Podcasts, Breaker, Castbox. Let's see if I can make that bigger. Yeah, I can. Google Play Music, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Republic, and Stitcher. So those are all of the places where you can actually go and find this recording. So you see how I've just recorded on the Anchor app, but it's been spread to all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10 different places where you can access this recording. Right? So what else did I want to show you? So next, let me show you on Twitter. So on Twitter, if you go to my Twitter, you will see here, check out my episode of Anchor, blah blah. So it's already on my Twitter as well. Right. One important thing which I wanted to show you. I think I'm gonna go back to the Anchor app on the phone. Let me mirror that again. Okay, so one thing I wanted to show you is that I think there is a response. Let me just see if there's a response from Dr. Berg. Look, Dr. Berg, message Dr. Berg. I think this is just my recording. This is just my message. There's no response yet. Okay, so when Dr. Berg sees that message, they might respond to it. Right, but here's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you that you can, let me see, So that was just the message. I think, let me see, those are transitions. But what I want to show you is not showing up. But basically what you can do is also you in your recording, let's see, if you're recording, let's see, you can also bring someone in for interview. So I'm just trying to see. No, that's not the place. Undo that. Delete this recording. Profile. Settings, no, not that. Distribution, no. Alright, no problem. I'll show you in another video, I'll show you how you can actually get someone in so that you can record together. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna launch the iPad app. I'm gonna launch it here. So now I've got both the iPad and the iPhone there, but let me remove the iPhone so that I get a better view of the iPad. So now on the iPad there is the Anchor app, okay, and there is my profile. Okay, so that app, that recording is here. Okay, and we want to go to create and just show you that you can record. You can record with friends. I think that's the one I was looking for. That's the one I was looking for. So record with friends, which means you can bring in any of these friends, or you can search for a friend. You can search for a friend here. Let me see if any of my, okay, let me choose Simon, a good friend of mine. So if I click on next, invite friends, I think I've already, no, I don't want to invite any more friends, so I'm gonna go on the, I think you are the first one here, so I'm just waiting. So if I put, say, 5 or 6 different people, I can just start talking and then just wait for them to come in, and I can just say carry out an interview with the person, okay, or just have a conversation. It doesn't have to be an interview. You can just be talking to someone. Okay, so I'm just gonna cancel that. So the best thing would be to tell the person that you are going live and that you want them to join. So I'm just going to cancel this. Okay, this is the podcast builder. Right. So that was, and then you can put music. I'll have to connect. It's already connected. Connect with Apple Music. Allow. I'm not connected. Apple Music. And I wanted to connect to something else. Transitions are here. Record with friends. I've shown you that. Voice messages, I've shown you that on the phone. And there's Dr. Eric Beck's recording there. Okay, so this is the iPad version of this app. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to see if there's anything else that I need to tell you. I don't think there is, but if there are any questions, please put them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Maybe you need clarification, but in short, Anchor.fm is the easiest way for you to start podcasting, and it's also an opportunity for you to run your own personal radio station. So you can put music there, you can talk, interviews, you can do whatever, anything that you can record, any audio that you can record, you can put it on there, depending on what your objectives are. Okay, you can document a process, which you're going through. Maybe you're setting up a company and you want to document that. Maybe you're setting up a radio station and you want to document that. Maybe you are a fitness instructor and you want to document that. Okay, you can do that on this Anchor.fm application. It's also available on Android, by the way. It's not just an iOS app. So you can talk about your expertise, whatever your expertise is. Some people have questions. People always have questions. Imagine that you go to a party and you meet new people who've never seen you. They're going to have questions about you and what you do. So imagine that you're being asked questions by someone you've never met. Those are some of the things that you can talk about. So there's always something to talk about in terms of the content that you can put out. Okay, so do not be stopped by thinking that maybe you have nothing to say. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna stop now, and just as a reminder, where's my Windows? I want the overlays back here so that I can show you my one-liner. My one-liner says, take control of your brand and grow your influence. How do you grow your influence? By answering questions. You are the de facto search engine of your own life. Okay, so we're gonna end it here, and I'm gonna broadcast this as soon as I've finished. Then I'm gonna share it to YouTube so you can find it on YouTube as well. Thank you for listening and watching.